We are 3 days before Christmas.
Yeah.
Does it feel like Christmas right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Feels like Christmas except for the temperature.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Doesn't feel like Christmas to me.
I mean, it's going to be like, 75 on Christmas? The fuck out of here.
It's been very nice
What's
outside.
going on?
Yeah.
I need a snow flurry
When
at
you're from the
least.
Northeast, you expect Christmas to be cold
I know.
and ideally snow.
Well, then you know what people are going to say? Well, move your ass back up there then.
Yeah.
Shit.
Fair point.
Also, if I don't sound that bad though, right?
No, but
It's just in my head.
no, you sound fine.
Okay, good. I'm recovering from a sickness that Tim gave to me. Thank you so much
You
for
got
that.
the plague that is going around.
Tim went to Dublin and brought some crud back.
To my defense, I think we would have got it either way. It's
Well,
like everywhere.
Everyone is sick in Austin. But here's the thing is like August never got sick. His immune system is a boss. I was for sure thinking he was going to be taken out.
Or
for
he
sure.
did, and he just handled it really well. You know, like you can't
No
tell.
way.
Yeah, he's
No
been good though
way.
so far.
I know. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood.
Yeah. So
Hopefully that's real wood. Otherwise, Tim's gonna have a freak out. Do you guys listen to last week's episode?
that is exactly where my brain went. I was like, I don't know if this is real.
I don't know. I got it at Home Goods.
Real wood. I don't know.
Doubtful.
Maybe fake
It is
wood.
heavy, but that could be the marble.
It's fake wood.
What are you gonna do?
You are fake wood.
Fake.
Fake wood.
Fake.
So
Fake wood. Fake news.
yeah, that was my Trump. Fake wood.
Okay. Oh, not
I've
bad.
been working on it. Yeah.
You've done better.
Well, I'm not fully committed right now. I'm not going to debut it, but I've been working on it.
But in the kitchen last night, you did a little something, and I was like,
we're
"Done."
working on the Trump impersonation. We're trying to make it great again.
Oh my god!
It was good, but then there wasn't any good. And they said, we've got to make it better. So we're going to make it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen.
Oh my god,
How was
that's
it?
good.
Yeah.
I mean, for not committing,
I
that
did
came out of
commit there.
nowhere one day.
I'm trying to get the little
The rasp,
a little bit of rasp. Yeah.
the
And
like
then
real
hand-
nasty, like
The hand gestures.
that's hilarious.
Yeah. Anyway.
You could do some real funny shit with that.
I'm not very good at impersonations historically. Do you know anyone who's like naturally good? Because I know someone who's naturally good at impersonations.
Yeah.
And
You do a good Rick and Morty, Rick.
yeah.
You do a good Rick.
Morty.
Yep. There it is, folks.
That's
All
not how the
right.
universe works, Morty.
Yeah. Really good.
We're just random clumps of atoms. That wasn't that good. But, I don't work on that one that much. So,
Yeah. Well, I'm impressed.
but I don't think I'm good at impersonations. Some people are
And
very
everybody just turned off the episode.
good at them. Why? They don't like the impersonations?
They were like, we don't like the Trump impersonations.
Um,
It's funny though, because he says like off the wall shit
I think you
that
can.
it's like, is this real life?
I really appreciate people that are good at impersonations. Like,
You got to make fun of it. It's hilarious.
I have a friend who just pulls them out. He has like an impersonation for everyone, and they are incredibly good. And I'm like, do you like sit around and practice this? Because for me to get good at impersonation, I have to practice.
You know, that guy, I follow him on Instagram and he does the impersonations. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about. And he goes to like the Grammys and he goes to like the president's.
The comedian Matt something.
Yes.
Matt something.
Yeah. I follow him on Instagram. His shit is,
Very good. Yeah.
unreal.
One of the best.
You got to practice at that every day. Like that's crazy.
Well, some people, I think it's like some people just have a natural talent for it, and I'm sure they practice. But it's clear that I don't have that natural talent. Like I've got to work at it, and really, I have to like study them and really pay attention. Anyway,
Okay.
That was not on the agenda. What is on the agenda
Took a turn.
is talking about Christmas and Christmas.
Yeah. 'Tis the season.
To be jolly, Christmas gifts in particular.
Yes.
So if you don't know, Amanda has a very fun personality trait of total lack of patience. And
There it is.
every year this becomes an issue at Christmas because you can't wait until Christmas to open your presents. And every year I know it's coming. It also happens on your birthday. And this year we really, for like the other night, we had a
We had a tussle.
a really intense debate.
We
for like a
tussled.
good 25 minutes.
And like it lasted a long time. And then
Yeah.
after we started laughing, and Tim's like, we got to talk about this on the podcast.
So why don't you make your case and
Okay.
just share with people what your argument was.
Something comes over me that I can't explain or sit here and make an argument. Like there's something comes over me every year, sometime around December 19th, December 20th, like right before Christmas. And it's like, give him all of the gifts you bought him. And I can't shake it. It's like this voice inside of my head. And it's like, you must now give him all of the gifts and don't wait until the 25th. There's this voice in my head and it's like, I can't turn it off. And something comes over me and I'm like, oh, Tim. And you're like, no. And I'm like, but just let me give you everything. Like, you're going to love all the gifts. I'm a great gift giver. So I want you to experience it in that moment. Bro, I'm telling you, 0 to 60, you guys. It's psychotic. It's psycho. I can't explain it. But it's like, you must, right? And so I made my arguments and I was like, okay, Tim, listen. We have Augie now. Like, it's about him on Christmas. He's going to open the gifts on Christmas. Who gives a rat's ass about us? Let's just do it now. It doesn't matter anyway. It's 4 days away. It's arbitrary. Who cares? Like, we're going to open gifts on Christmas Eve. So it's like, might as well be Christmas Eve now. Who cares? Like, we're grown adults. We own this house. We get to make the freaking rules. Like, I'm pulling out all the stops, right? And you're like, Amanda, no. And I'm like, Tim, yes. Like, it's going to feel so good. I'm going to give you all the, like, it's going to be great. All the gifts. And then, I mean, we're going back and forth, you guys, for like a really long time. And Tim's sitting on the couch and he goes, this is what Adam felt like. And I was like, who? And you're like, Adam and Eve. And I'm like, oh my God, what a dramatic thing to say. What the drama, Adam and Eve.
It is true.
He's like, this is the temptation that they talk about. And I'm
temptress.
like, oh my gosh, for Christmas gifts.
The chaos agent testing
the
structure and order. But it sounds like you've actually come around. Now that you're talking about it, you sound much more...
level-headed,
reasonable.
I was unreasonable. You
just
guys.
to give people a taste of how unreasonable you were saying things like, if we don't do this, I'm going to have a breakdown.
I said I will be angry.
I will be angry.
I said if you do this, it was very much manipulation, emotional manipulation. And I'll be the first to admit it. I was like, listen, you're gonna make me so happy. Like, I'm gonna be so happy, Tim. And if you don't, I will be sad.
Yeah.
Psycho.
And you kind of meant it too, or it seemed like you did.
A little bit of me meant it. And then you were like, Amanda, no. And I was like, fine, do whatever you want tonight. Like, I was like I went back to like my 11-year-old self. I was like, fine, do whatever you want. And then I got really quiet. And I was like, but Tim, please, let me make my case again. Like, it was just
my argument though is that it's a slippery slope. It's like,
I didn't give a shit. I wanted
like,
the whole slope.
You're like, well, it's arbitrary. And I'm like, but it's not arbitrary. It's actually not arbitrary. Like, actually, if you say it's arbitrary, then where do you draw the line? Like, why even?
Well, here's
why
the thing.
even give? Why even just order it from Amazon and open the box when it comes, whenever it comes? Don't even wait till. Don't wrap it. Just whatever. And for me, quickly the whole thing falls apart very easily unless you keep some order. Like, listen, I'm okay with opening gifts on Christmas Eve. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up, I got to open one present on Christmas Eve, the rest on Christmas morning. I think with kids, having Christmas morning be about your kids makes sense. And so doing Christmas Eve presents for us makes sense to me. Opening them on December 19th or whatever it was, 20th, does not make sense to me. It's just, okay. So, but here we go. Okay. I think most people are going to agree with me.
You're probably right, but I don't care. I wanted it to unravel. I wanted to unravel it at the seams. I wanted to be like the Elmo meme, the gif where it's just fire and flames behind Elmo. And I just wanted to be like, Mwah.
Yes, but we did come to a compromise.
I think it was like, I don't know if I had a lot of sugar.
We did come to a compromise.
Too much
caffeine.
Something.
And the compromise was we will do one gift a day,
night,
which is 5 days.
4.
And 4? Okay.
4 nights.
Okay.
And I get a gift and you get a gift every night. I get to give you a gift every night.
That is
That's fair.
That's a fair compromise.
That's a good shake on it.
We already did shake on it.
Proper
Okay.
handshake. For
I'm
those
not
just listening, we just
thrilled about it, but it is an acceptable compromise. But now the thing is now the precedent's set, and so every year
I could be different next
you're
year.
going to want to do this again, and then you're going to start moving it further. You're going to say, "Well, we started last year.
No.
What's one more day? Why don't we just start one more day?"
I don't think so. I
Okay.
think the 20th is acceptable, especially if we do gifts on the 24th as adults, you and I. That's only 4 days. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's December 14th. Let's open gifts. That's too soon. And let's be very fucking honest. You don't even have a gift by December 14th.
No, I'm a last minute.
Exactly.
guy.
It stresses me out. And I feel like not all guys are like that, though. I don't want to sit here and say, like, that's a guy thing. Because I know guys, straight men, that are not like that. So I don't even want to just give guys like a pass. Because it's just like, that's just a core personality trait to who you are.
For me, I need the pressure of the time to really set in to force me to focus, because I'm not a good gift giver. Some people, like, you're a good gift giver.
Thank you.
Like, you really think and you pay attention when, like, I say subtle things about needing or wanting something, and then you, like, I don't know if you put it down in your brain or you have a note section.
I have a note section, and it's a pro tip. Note section, and then wait until Black Friday.
So, but you're very good at that. I'm not very good at that. So for me, I'm always stuck. Like, also, you're very hard to shop for.
It's true.
Very hard, because you get a lot of things, through your work, and you also, like,
by myself.
You do this thing that drives me crazy. You haven't done as much this year, but there's been years past where I'm like, I have a gift idea. And then, like, literally the month of December, you'll buy it for yourself. And I'm like, what are you doing? You're like,
it's a good deal.
Destroying all my gift ideas.
Yeah, I do it on Black Friday. I do it on Cyber Monday. Oh, I do it. I do it big. I'm like, I'm getting this for myself.
Yeah.
But this year, it's not been, I've gotten a ton of PR this year, comparatively speaking to other years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I don't need to buy it because I kind of have it already, which is nice. But that would make it difficult to shop for. You just got to think outside the box. Experiences, plane tickets.
You do love experiences, but, and I get it. I do enjoy experiences as well. It's not that I don't. Mm-hmm. However, they're not as fun to open.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you can write the idea down in a card, and then but it's like part of the fun is like opening a physical thing.
No. I think I would be very excited if you gifted me like a plane ticket somewhere.
But the delivery is not as good. I feel like it's
the delivery of my ass in seat 1A would be a great gift idea, Tim. Please.
Business class only, right?
Relax.
Okay.
Anyways, okay, what's next to talk about? I feel like we're boring people.
Favorite Christmas song or least favorite Christmas song?
There's a gnat in here.
There is, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to kill it.
Least favorite Christmas song. I'll start. I have a least favorite. It's that Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas. I knew you were going to say that. Because Paul McCartney, who is a goat.
Bless him.
But this song, I don't know what in the world he's thinking. It's just him yelling.
At the end.
Simply having, like, probably 50 times. It's over and over, and it's like, dude, we get it. We get it. This is a terrible song.
It's a simple Christmas, and we're having a time.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's my least favorite. My favorite is the Grinch. That song, The Grinch. I actually don't know what it's called.
You're a mean one.
That one. I don't know what that song's called.
Okay.
I also don't know who it's by.
Oh, okay.
But I like it.
I don't think anyone's going to be like, who is the composer of this song?
It's a good song. Yours?
Haven't even thought about it. I think anything Nat King Cole for Christmas, sign me right up. Nat King Cole and Dean Martin, like, I'm talking old Christmas classics, just forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Repeat on repeat. I'll never get tired of any old songs sung by them. They're just soulful. There's just something about it.
Yeah.
But I think the most nostalgic Christmas song for me is Silent Night, because my mom sang that song to me when I was a baby. I was born in July. It was not even Christmas time. But every night she would sing Silent Night to me. And I then sung it to August when he was born. And he was born in May. So it's like not even Christmas time, but it's just a sentimental Silent Night.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a least favorite Christmas song. I'm sure I do. Probably just like some new age pop bullshit where they're trying to like remake it. Oh God, I can't stand it.
Remake.
I can't stand the like new like pop remakes of like a classic Christmas song. Leave it alone. Do a remake of any other genre, but Christmas music is like, in my mind, it should just be like classical.
It's like a very common thing for artists to do, right? Like they
can remake any other song.
They always make a Christmas album. It's just remakes.
Yeah, I don't hate a Christmas album from a new artist. I hate when they remake, like make your own song. And I'm not talking about doing a cover. Like if I was a pop artist and I was going to be like, you know what? I want to do a cover of Silent Night and I want to make it my own, like go off, do it. I commend you actually. Good job. But I don't want you to like remake it.
Right. I get what you're saying.
It but there are some remakes. Crazy.
Are there any remakes that you like?
Can't think of any right now.
Okay.
Like Christmas remakes?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I have one, but I don't want to say it. I'll tell you off air.
I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are good remakes.
Remind me.
Is it a Taylor Swift song? You
no.
don't want to admit it?
No, it's not. It's actually something completely different.
Okay.
Okay, moving on.
Since this is the last episode of the year, I thought it would be good if we talk about the new year. This is the last one we'll shoot in 2025. And we can talk about anything here. Personal goals, goals for the podcast. Like,
oh yeah, I have goals for the podcast.
How we're thinking about this. Okay. What are you thinking?
Well, I definitely think our profile picture sucks and we need a new picture. The whole like us starting a podcast thing, even in the beginning, was just very like, we're not going to put a ton of effort into it. We're just going to throw it up. We don't want to force anything. We don't want to monetize it. No brand deals, no placement, no sponsored, nothing. So I was like, well, I need a picture to like upload it and to be approved to like be on these platforms. And the picture sucks.
Yeah.
So we need a new picture. That's a goal. And what else? Yeah, we need a new intro and outro. I think it would be so sick and badass to have our own song.
Yeah.
What would it sound like? What kind of genre would it be?
That's a great question.
Would it be like would it be like chill? Or would it be like electric rock?
Chill. Yeah.
Would it be like something insane?
Yeah.
Really? Like hardcore? What do you mean?
Not hardcore, but I think it like I don't know. It just
that would be
that's
fun.
Not the vibe of this podcast. I think this podcast has a more like grungy feel to it. Not like
what?
Grunge is not the right word, but you know what I mean.
Like
it's like
scrappy.
Scrappy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like calm music doesn't really make sense for what we're doing here.
Okay. And then it'll have me being like, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, something like
Get her
that.
done.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Maybe we'll take, if you have ideas, we're open to them.
We're open. Send them to us. That's a goal for a podcast.
New picture, new intro, outro music.
Yeah.
What else?
Let's start there. I don't want to overextend. I mean, I've been talking about goals for a very long time. And like, I know the key is simplicity here. We don't need to overcomplicate it.
Yes.
Let's start there and then see what unfolds.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any goals for the podcast or are you on board with that?
I agree with both of those.
Okay.
Yeah, I think in 2025, we just wanted to get this started. And we've been doing it for how long now?
I think this is like, what, episode 13 maybe? Like very,
Almost
very
15.
infantile.
Yeah, and we started, let's see, was it middle of the year? 2025? I can't remember. It's okay.
Middle or late? No.
We've only been doing it for a few months.
Yeah, very short.
And my big thing in doing this was let's not over-engineer it from the beginning. Let's just get started because getting started is always the hardest thing. Like we talked about this before, but just like creative work, in my opinion, is best done by just like put it out there and then iterate on it over time. Don't worry about getting it perfect. And I think because we did it that way, which is good, now these things are coming back up. Like, we don't have very basic things in place. I agree with both of those. I don't know how to frame this as a goal, but I feel like we also, I want us to better identify this sphere of, I don't want to use the word niche, like, because I don't want to be too niche, but the sphere of things that we're going to constantly hit on, like, is there a theme, right? And I think we've talked about before, is it like, do we focus on parenting, or maybe it's parenting and couples, advice, or because we have that to offer people, like what are the areas that we really want to hone in and focus on so that we can share that with people and build a stronger brand around that. Not for the purposes of monetizing, just for the purposes of like, why should people listen to this? And I think it would be more clear if we kind of like said, okay, this is our lane. These are the lanes we're going to kind of focus on. And if you want that, come here for it. If not, we're not the podcast.
I've had a lot of positive feedback about our relationship content. Like even this morning, I was at coffee, and the person that I met with, he was like, I put my girlfriend on the podcast. I said, what podcast? He was like, your podcast. I said, oh. And he's like, yeah, well, you guys have been together for a long time, and it seems like you have fun with it. So yeah, we listen to it. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That seems to be the thing that people like the most.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I think that's good. We can do that easily.
Yeah. And then
I don't think we're all over the place. I think if we're all over the place, it's for like little tangents, and then we come back to.
Yeah, I don't think we're all over the place either, but
we're not like, this episode, we're only going to talk about mechanics. Buckle up.
Yeah, but more intentional about the topics we cover, and how do we create more themes and things that we kind of, focus on. What are we known for? I think that's one. The name, I think the name was my idea, and I do like the name. It's so unique and fitting. It's just it's missing something. I can't quite put my finger on it.
You guys, every like couple months, Tim's like, so something about, we should change the name. I'm like, we're not changing the podcast
So
name.
many things about it are perfect, but there's just this, I can't even articulate this, like, yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
Well, you keep thinking on it.
I'm gonna
and then you can present some.
I'm going to. I haven't had a better idea yet. Yeah. Okay. But I think that I want to build on the name, not necessarily replace it entirely, but like, what else?
But you don't want it to be too long.
No,
it's got to be good SEO.
Yeah.
Keywords.
Yes.
All right. We'll circle back.
So that's another thing.
Okay.
We are not gonna focus on analytics too much. In fact, we just talked about this the other day. No idea how many people listen to this podcast. Like, I thought, you said it once and it kind of surprised me. I don't think you track it either, but you were looking at it or something for some reason.
Yeah.
And the number, I don't even remember the number you said, but it kind of like struck me like, what? There's that many people that I thought this was like maybe 15 people.
Yeah.
But it's way more than that.
We have a lot of listeners.
So that's good.
Imagine we have a lot of listeners and it's so fucking scrappy.
Yeah, that's good.
And our profile picture sucks so bad, and people still
imagine if
back.
Imagine if we put a little bit more effort into it, what we could do.
At least we're showing up. We're literally taking time out of our busy days.
Exactly.
Working full time, running a household, family, working, like trying to stay fit and be a good partner and whatever. And we still carve out an hour and a half.
Yes.
To sit here and just talk to you guys.
Yep.
Free advice, if I may.
Yeah. So I don't know. I have to think about how to capture those in a goal, but I think what you said is tangible and practical and good. What about personal goals? How are you thinking? Because in the past, we have done this, like we each set kind of personal goals for the next year ahead and we share them with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any that you're thinking about that you want to share, or how are you thinking about that in general this year? Have you put any thought into it?
I have.
Okay.
It's a different year for me this year, and I want to be protective over that. So I'm not going to say specifically, but why don't I talk about like couple goals?
Okay.
Like for me and you, right? We've had a lot of New Year's together, so
You mean setting couple goals?
Yeah. Like we're very different in this. I think we should talk about it.
Okay.
Like are you okay with that?
Yeah.
I'm very like, I want to have a sit down meeting on the calendar.
Oh God, another meeting. I will jump off a bridge. Another meeting.
And I want to sit down.
That makes me want to crawl up and just.
And I want to sit down.
Have
and
a
I want
note
to have
taker?
a pen and paper. And I want to have meeting minutes, bitch. No, I want to sit down and I want to say, this is what our next quarter, 6 months and year. Like let's do quarterly goals. And I want to have a yearly goal as a couple where we see ourselves, where we want to take our family. And then like, what does that look like year 2 and then longer term to year 5? Like, but I want to also do like very like small, minutia, granular, very detailed things in the meantime. And that makes Tim have a very visceral reaction, as you just saw. He I don't think is the type of person that's like, I want to sit down and talk about this. And so that's historically been like a pain point for me, is because that's how I function. I got to have it written down. Excuse me. I want to have it to where I can see it and I can go back to it frequently and often and reference it. And that keeps me on track. And like, it's like a good like wall calendar. Oh, I love a wall calendar. Like I can just go and like put my workouts up there, right? Like that for me,
that's
does
a good gift idea. I should have got you that.
I actually just had a gifting. So
okay.
Yeah.
See what I mean, everyone? This is real time.
Actually.
I hear something, I think, great idea for a gift. Boom, she's already got it.
Today reached out to me.
Boom,
it's called perfect. Simplified. Plan your best year 2026 wall calendar.
Perfect.
Okay. Anyways. So we are just very different in the way that we approach goals, especially as like a couple together. But I do think that where the similarities lie is that you and I think that it is very important to be on the same page. So then the question lies, how the hell do we even get on the same page when it looks different for the both of us? So again, that's really stressed me out. It stresses me out that you don't want to sit down and like have like a goal setting thing, because that's just not. That is not how your brain is wired. So I think that I would be forcing it. You would do it. I just think that it wouldn't really mean much for you. So historically, we've always organically come together in a conversation. Mm-hmm. Like I see these fucking videos of like influencers or husband and wives, and they literally go on like 48-hour trips with no phones, and they got whiteboards and shit in a cabin, and they're like 2026, 2027, 2020. Like they like plan it out. And I'm like, yes, I want it. I'm like, yes. And so yeah, okay. I'm just feel like I'm repeating myself, but we always come together in like an organic conversation. It's never planned. And you always go, yeah, so I think XYZ. And then I'm like, yeah, me too. And then we're like, well, how can we build on that? And what does that look like? And then what do we need to do? And then we work backwards. Yeah. So like we do end up figuring it out, but our approaches are just very different. And I think that is probably refreshing for a lot of people to hear that are listening, that are like, you know what? Fucking same. Because he is like this and I'm like this, or vice versa. And I don't care how you come together, but you have to come together. You guys have to be on the same page. If you don't know what you want in a year or 5 years, like what if your long-term goals don't match up? That's fine, but they have to be similar enough to be wanting to go in the same direction. Otherwise, you're going to grow apart. So I think it's good.
Well, they can't be opposing each other.
They can't be opposing.
They don't necessarily have to be.
They don't have to be the same thing, but I think similar.
Yeah.
Right?
Can't be like, I want to, I want to buy a house in 2026, and then yours is like, I want to move to Taiwan,
backpack,
Thailand, or something. It's
right.
like, well, those are completely contradictory.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna make the argument for the non-planner, non-goal setter,
type A, type B,
and then I'm going to. It's not. I wouldn't even call it type B. And then I'm going to come around to tie it back to what you're saying.
Go for it.
Okay. I was reflecting, why has this always bothered me so much? And there's a few reasons. One, I used to be a big planner when I was younger, like early 20s. I was like the 5-year plan guy. And as I've gotten older, what I've realized is every single time I had a 5-year plan, it doesn't go anything like I imagine, like nothing, not even close. And that's always bothered me because I'm like, well, why am I doing this if like life is just seemingly so random that I can't even predict what's going to happen. And so it just seems like a waste of time. That's one issue I've always had with it. The other I've had, you just talked about, is I hate planned things. Like when anything requires creativity or, you know, kind of that other side of the brain that's like thinking ahead, I am much more, I'm either in the mode or I'm not, and you can't force me into the mode. So like scheduling a meeting is forcing it. And if I'm not feeling like creative at that moment, it's just not going to go well. Whereas if the ideas just come to me at a time, then I'd rather talk about it right then, where it's like, now I'm in this mode already. That's another issue. The third issue I have is I am highly driven towards achievement. And what I've struggled with in the past is when I set a goal, if things change and the goal changes, I don't like that because then I can't achieve it anymore. So I feel like I get to the end of the year or whenever, and it's like I failed because I didn't achieve the goal. Mm-hmm. So that is why I think I've always struggled with this, those 3 reasons. That said, I have come around more to where you are, especially in more recent years. And to kind of argue against the 3 points I just raised, one is I still don't think 5-year plans are helpful. I think it's like too far out. It's like you don't know what's going to happen in your life. And when I'm 35, no idea what. I mean, at 40, who knows, right? And I don't want to overcommit to something and then close myself off to possibilities. But I do think 1 year is reasonable, where it's like you're not trying to look too far ahead. You can kind of get a sense of where things are going and where your life will be. So I'm fine as long as it's like 1 year max at a time. The second point, I don't have a good answer to. I still don't like planned, like meetings. It just like that to me makes me think of work, which is fine. I still want to have the conversations, but I don't like the idea of like creating like a template where we fill it out. It's just like, oh, it just makes me, I'd rather just have like free flow brainstorm idea conversation type thing. And then the third point, the achievement piece, I've just become much more comfortable with this. I think I've just adapted and just understood like you have to differentiate between valid reasons for not achieving a goal. There are valid reasons. That doesn't mean you're a failure. It's like, I thought X and then the world changed or something changed in my life and X is no longer valid. And so the idea that I have to still achieve X is like pretty stupid. So differentiating between, is there a valid reason why I'm not achieving this versus like an invalid reason? It was like, I could have achieved this, but I just kind of like fell off.
But be so serious with yourself right now, because people listening to this will take that and use it as an excuse. And the only reason that you're able to confidently sit here and say this is because you take radical responsibility for your shit in your life.
Yeah.
And some people listening to this may not. And so they may be like, oh, well, Tim said that, like, it's okay. And
there's a valid reason. You can
reason.
Create any valid reason.
Right. So just be serious with yourself when you're asking yourself, like, is this on me? Do I need to move my ego aside? Or can I still attain this goal? Okay.
I think you do have to be careful with that because you can convince yourself that there's valid reasons when there's not. And I don't have a good answer for that. Other than 2 things. I think you need to be able to self-assess independent from yourself. And I mean like literally sitting down and like removing yourself from your body, envisioning yourself as like observe yourself. Like that mind exercise, I forget what it's called, disassociation or whatever. Like getting to a place where you're separating yourself from your brain, observing yourself and assessing like, am I creating this story in my head? Mm-hmm. Would another person like think this is valid? Mm-hmm. That's one. Another thing, I think this is where having a great partner can be helpful. Now this is really, you got to be really careful with this because there's an art to it. But I do think you have to be able to call each other on bullshit.
Yeah.
In a very careful, productive way.
Yes.
That's not destructive to the person's you know, ego.
Right.
So it's like, I think that's where, and we've done this before in the
Mhm.
past where it's like, you know, there's little ways you can kind of nudge the other person to say
Mhm.
like, hey, I know you said you wanted to do this,
Mhm.
and I've just been kind of
Noticing
observing.
you eating
Are
all
you-
the cookies.
Yeah.
Do you want me to step in or?
Yeah. I mean, I don't, you've
Yeah.
got to really be careful with how
I hear you.
there's a time and place and there's not a time and
We've
place.
had to do this both. We've both had to do this before.
Yeah. So I think that's helpful too.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
my point is that I'm coming around to seeing it how you're seeing it. I would be for it. Have we ever intentionally done couple goals? I don't think we have. We've done like, you have yours, I have mine, we share them, and then we're just like, which I think kind of works.
I don't think we've ever done like a family planning session. This is what people are calling it.
See the word.
But we
the
gonna
word
do
planning.
it. I'm gonna find these videos on my algorithm, then I'm gonna
No,
send
I've
it
seen
to you,
them, and it just
and I'm gonna say yes.
people. Oh gosh,
It's
I don't
very
want
type
the
A.
relationship to turn into like a corporate. Just
Let's circle back next quarter.
yeah,
Oh my god,
like we have
imagine.
check-ins. We got to fill it in. Like I can't do that.
I know.
I do that all day.
I know.
I don't want that in my relationship. But I think
We'll find something that works for us.
I think just I would be for, hey, you know, like maybe it's not on the calendar. Even if it wasn't like that would do a lot for me. Don't put it on the calendar. If it's on the calendar,
it's gonna go on mine. It doesn't have to go on
I
yours.
can't deal with it. If it's like,
not on my
hey,
calendar,
you know,
I won't.
But
know
you know
about
what? Weirdly, I'm fine with if you're like, hey, like Tuesday night, we're both going to be home after we put Augie down. Like, if you're feeling up, we're like, let's talk about it. Like,
But what if you're like, I'm not in the mindset?
then
I don't know
think you
what
have
my
to be
mindset is going to be.
okay to say like when we get there, I'm like, I'm done. Sorry, I'm spent. I'm not there right now. I think you got to be okay with coming back to it.
I'm gonna start saying shit like that too. Like, actually, Tim, I don't know what my mindset is gonna be during that time. So like, I can't commit to the meeting. I can't commit to cooking dinner for you.
But no, we are that flexible with each other in real life. Like when we do need to talk about something, and we're like, hey, I'm not in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, you have to be.
Like, let's come back, and then let's like pick a day. We're gonna try to come back to this on Thursday.
Yes.
But then it's okay if you get to Thursday and it's not the right time either. Like, if you're going to get the best out of this, if we're going to get the best out of this, I feel like it has to be in a way that isn't forced.
Period.
And that feels like if it's brainstorming, I can get down for that. I love a good, let's just talk.
Me too. Let's do that.
Discuss.
I like that.
And, you know, that's fine with me. But if you pull out a whiteboard and like
we're whiteboarding
notes... Maybe we'll just get an AI agent to just transcribe the note. I'm just joking.
No, I can get down with a brainstorm session. I'd love a brainstorm session.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's throw it on a whiteboard.
Well, I just said no whiteboard.
I know, but I want to. And I'm down for that.
Okay.
I like a goal. I like to write down a goal. You know?
Yeah. And then, you know,
I know a thing or two about
I think
goals.
then as long as we're flexible and it's like, hey, look, we thought we were going to do this. Like, I have goals from 2025 that I think I shared with you. And I had 3 big ones and I achieved none of them.
Yeah, and that's okay.
0. And are there valid or invalid reasons? I don't know. I mean, I guess I could argue either way. But I think that's not the point to a certain extent. Like, this isn't just like a fake exercise, right? Like, you actually want to believe that you want to achieve this together. It has to be, you have to both believe it's achievable and worthwhile pursuing, but you can't also get so caught up into it that you make bad decisions because you don't know enough yet about what hasn't happened, and you will. And I think you just have to be able to adjust as you go.
It depends on the situation.
Highly
it depends on
situation.
like, you know, your health and so many other factors that we're not naming.
Yeah.
But I think if you can put your ego aside and zoom out and take a look at the bigger picture, which was your life in 2025, look at all of the things that you've accomplished and say, you know what, I feel good about this. Then I think that you're going to set yourself up, you know, as a listener of this podcast to say like, okay, I wasn't a piece of shit. I accomplished X, Y, Z. I helped change people's lives in this way. I had a positive impact on this person or whatever. Then that's what really matters.
Yeah.
But it's very nuanced. It's very situational dependent. And it's like, you are the biggest things standing in your own way.
100%.
Working against you and working for you. So if you're able to sit there and zoom out and say, I feel proud to put my name on this piece of work, which was my year in review, then put your name on it.
Yes.
But if not, then do better this year. No one else is going to do it for you. No one else is coming. Oh, God, it just drives me crazy. All the New Year's Eve stuff that you see. The fucking New Year's Eve propaganda. You need this and 25 products and step routines and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, you need to be so serious with yourself.
Yeah, I do think there's value in like setting aside some time to, I won't use the word meditate, but just have some internal reflection of like, I do think it has to come from within. I don't think it can be like an external thing.
No.
And there's a lot of risk, I think, in just like deriving your goals from what you're seeing other people do or talk about, because
validation.
Those people,
that's all it is.
It is, but like a lot of times people have an angle. Like they're trying to sell you something, right? Or they're trying to, and I think like maybe fine, like those things can be helpful. I'm not saying people don't have tools and stuff that can help you achieve, but like what you actually want has to come from within you. No one else can really tell you that. And you have to be intentional about setting aside time to think about that. Can I say you're going to get a kick out of this?
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. And you this isn't even on the thing. So like you don't even know it's coming.
What?
Okay. I have a confession. Okay. Years ago, I've evolved significantly in a lot of ways. And one of the ways that's related to what we're talking about.
I'm nervous.
Should be. No, I'm kidding. Used to be really into manifesting. Remember this? Like years ago, man, you were like all about it. It's like all you talked about. Because you watched that documentary and then you like bought the books and you were like, everything was manifesting.
Yeah.
And I was always like, it's woo woo, like, please, like, it's fine if you want to do it or whatever it is you're doing over there.
Okay.
I don't want to say I buy into manifesting, but I've come around to that idea significantly.
What?
Okay, I don't know how you're going to react to that. I think.
Wait a minute. Years after, and you lay this shit on me?
I've lived a lot of life. What can I say? That was years ago.
What the hell are you talking about? What do you mean specifically? Say what you mean that you're coming around to.
I'm coming around to the idea that your mind creates reality.
Oh my God. I've only been telling you this for 5 fucking years.
I think I've always thought.
You guys, no. I was drinking the Kool-Aid. I had started business. I was literally teaching fucking classes during the pandemic, and I was talking about your brain and neurons and neural pathways and alchemy, and oh my God, I went so far down. I literally had courses I would sell on fucking Coursera, and I would just teach people that they can turn their whole lives into reality. And I was so deep into it. And the whole time, the eye rolls.
Okay, I don't know if I buy some of the science around it. Like, this person like made an object move with their mind. I don't buy that. But oh my God. And now, sweet redemption.
Sweet redemption.
I think there's something to it. And this explains why I've come around more to the idea of being comfortable with goal setting.
This is a whole separate conversation. It's a whole podcast.
We can spend the rest
of the time. We're 40 minutes into this podcast. We got to have a whole podcast on it because I have so many thoughts now. My thoughts have changed on manifestation.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
There's a whole podcast we have to have.
Okay. That should be the first one of the new year.
What the?
I'm not going to say I'm into manifesting, to be clear. I'm not going to use the term manifesting because it's loaded. It's so loaded. And it has a negative connotation to a lot of people. But there's something to it. I need to have a whole conversation with you on this. Yeah, we can do it next time. Everybody can watch live. Because how does this change your relationship with God? I mean, because you have manifestation and religion in the same sentence. Well, let me ask you something. This is a whole podcast episode. What is the difference in your mind
We got to have a whole thing on this.
Between manifesting in the woo-woo sense, like, which is what? Asking or saying to the universe or putting it out in the universe what you want or what you desire, what you want to achieve. That's manifesting, right? Like, you imagine yourself doing it, basically.
Yeah, like there's a visual aspect,
reality. I get it.
Right? And you could use other tools. You could use the fucking crystals and the cards, and like everybody has like something.
Okay. What is the difference between that and prayer?
Well, God said, "Ye shall have no other gods before me, other than me."
So you're not using the word.
So if
God,
you say universe,
you're replacing the word. In my mind, it's the same concept. So I don't think it doesn't. In
but
my
it's
mind,
not,
it doesn't conflict.
Okay.
Because you can take the word God, you could place it with universe, and it's like, okay, you're appealing to the thing that is beyond us. Whatever word you want to use for that.
But it's not the same thing.
Okay. Well, we should talk about that. That is
we
a whole
gotta talk about this
conversation. In my mind, it doesn't conflict. And if anything, I would argue, and I would need a lot more time, and I'd put a lot more thought into it. In my mind, it is not contradictory. It's actually complementary to the maximum. Like, it is actually synergistic with the ideas that I believe about faith and.
Okay, I get that. Here's the thing. I think you can have that, and if you believe that and that's going to work for you, then great. But not everybody thinks that. Like some people are very like vehemently against, like, I was like a hardcore manifester and now like I'm a hardcore Christian, and like I threw all my books away and I threw all my crystals away because like I was worshiping idols and I was worshiping the wrong thing and there's only one God, right? But in your mind, if you say it's kind of one and the same, I mean, God created the universe and I'm talking to the universe, whatever, that works for you. Sure. You live in that bubble. I'm just saying there are people out there that say these are very two different things. This is like a very evil thing, and this is a very not evil thing. And I'm not saying that's what I think. I'm just saying this is the rhetoric going on.
All of it lives in what ideas live in your head when you say those words. And that's a really complex thing to unpack. Like, I just explained how I think about it in 10 seconds, like not robust at all.
Do you think that if you pray to... If you in manifestation and if you in just like how energy is, if you put something out there, the whole concept is like, if I want, I don't know, like if I don't fucking know, if I want to get win the lottery for Christmas,
that's a pretty. I would say
just go with me here.
Yeah,
it doesn't fucking matter. Okay. What about that? You close your eyes and you feel the energy, and you sit in that energy of the excitement and how you would feel winning that thing. And you also, besides feeling it, you also visualize yourself. What do you look like? And you get so detailed, and you're sitting in this energy of like, what are you wearing? What is the temperature outside, right? Like, you're so detailed because to a certain degree, you're tricking your body doesn't know, your mind knows, right? So you sit in the energy of that and you say like, universe, bring me this thing, right? Like you are dictating that. Now, if you pray to God, do you think in your mind you're dictating that outcome, or you're saying, I give it to you in your hands and this is my wish, but ultimately you have to do with it? Those are two very different things, because with manifesting, you are in control of your own destiny. And in religion, you are just a mere vessel for your dream and you give it to God, and God does that.
Whew.
This is what I'm saying,
10
bitch.
minutes
This
left.
shit is deep.
We don't have enough time to get into this.
Deep.
I mean, this is
I'm telling you, like, it's so different. I get there are similar concepts, and I understand what you're saying, and like, but there's similarities, but they're so different, and the differences are vast, and the differences are just wide and huge, and we gotta dive into this. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And also, like, we don't fucking know. Like, it's so nuanced. But
so I'm not representing any particular religion or religious faith, and they're all different, right? So I think it's hard to speak so broadly about this, but in my mind, it's more the latter. When I think about prayer, I used to think of it as I'm just asking for things, and now I think of it more as I'm stating what I want or desire or need, but I'm not expecting like I ask and get it. It's more like I'm almost confessing what I want, and I'm almost surrendering to the outcome of just like, does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
So I think it's more similar in my mind, but I can understand what you're saying as well. It's like not everybody thinks of it that way, and so maybe they see them differently.
Uh-huh.
But I thought you were going to say like people don't buy into the concept at all, which is also fine. But I would say this because this is something very simple and practical you can do that I think gives some, like, at least makes you ask the question, is there something to this? It's very simple.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do, and we all have this experience, is put something in your brain, like an arbitrary thing, like the number 6, 7.
6, 7.
Okay. Think about that number. And you will be amazed at how much you see it come up everywhere.
But you used to always say that was confirmation bias.
Exactly. It is. But that's the point. The point is, in my belief is more and more that like your eyes are looking for the thing that you're looking for. And think about the sheer vast amount of information we take in on a given day. It's never been like it is now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you'd measure the amount of gigabytes of information that pours through our eyes, ears, mouth, nose, and is processed by our brain every day. It's like an impossible amount. So how does your brain know what to pay attention to? I think the answer to that is simple. It pays attention to what is relevant to achieving your goals. And so it's a simple exercise and it's stupid, but we've all had this experience where you see the number and then you keep seeing it everywhere. And my belief is that number is always there, and there's a million other numbers that are out there. You're not paying attention to them because they don't mean anything to you. Right? So this is, I think, a simple exercise you can do that helps. It doesn't prove the point, but at least makes you ask, is there something to this idea that our brains are built to process information as it relates to what our goals are? Because of how else do you filter what's important versus what's not? And my belief is that's how we do it. So that brings me back to why I've come around to goal setting more, because I believe if you set a goal and you're serious and you commit to it, now your brain will process information in such a way that you will see things and pay attention to things that are more relevant for helping you achieve your goal, and you'll filter out things that are less relevant. And I would go one step further to say, show me the difference between, in some sense, you have just created your own reality.
We have so much to talk about. I'm very excited.
Reality is there, but you've just processed it in such a way that you've sort of created your own reality. You've seen what you wanted to see. Now that can be bad.
Yeah, it's like, those like blocks of words, and it's like the first 3 words you see will be your reality. Yeah, it's like your brain is going to pick.
Is looking for.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions and thoughts, and I'm very excited to talk more about this. Wow. My brain is just, because you guys, I used to live and eat and breathe this.
You did.
Like my whole thing was like, I didn't grow up religious. And then as a young adult, I was very religious, and I got baptized, and I was like very a part of the church. And then I got away from it and I got into manifestation. And then the manifestation kind of like, I'm still like into it, but I'm more back on my like religion stuff now, because that's just the phase of life that I'm in. And I got away from it and I want to get back to it. And so, and I'm a Christian. So it's like, that is very important to me. My faith is very important to me. But like, I also, because I used to like teach this stuff, I know that a lot of it is not bullshit. Like, I know a lot of it is like very real. And I think I can choose to take the good parts out of it and not take a lot of the, like, the maybe the idol worship or the devil worshiping or whatever. Like, I didn't worship the devil, but people take certain things.
Well, I don't know.
You
do very witchy things.
I don't really anymore. I don't.
Yeah. I'm joking.
I pretty much gave away all my crystals. Like I don't really have that stuff. So like I take the energy stuff, the visualization, the tools that I know that are like for fucking real. And I still use those in my life. And I mix that with religion and like, that's me. So like, just so nobody gets it twisted, I'm not hating on one thing or hating on the other. I'm very much like, can both of these things live in harmony? And a lot of the answers that I've come up with is no. And I have to pick one or the other in different things. But like, I'm still like just a human and I make mistakes. And I still sometimes in certain situations, like force myself to like try to find a way to make both of them exist. And that's just something to explore for another day because we really don't have time. Like we have a monthly minute thing that I think we're going to be over, but
that's okay.
Wow. This
is a good place to end it.
I have so many more thoughts on like New Year's Eve goals and shit too. So like maybe just watch my Instagram because I have some videos coming out where I talk about New Year's Eve goals and like how a lot of them are bullshit and what I like know. And it's just free advice. I'm literally not trying to sell you anything. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that a great feeling to just be like, she's just literally out here just yapping and I get to learn from it.
Yes.
Wow.
So we got a lot of topics we can cover in 2026.
Threw me for a loop.
Like this content, I don't know, but I do think it's relevant. We should also talk about faith more and these deep topics because they do play a huge role in our relationship. So if people mainly listen to this for, relationship advice or wisdom, I think this topic we've kind of left untouched. We shouldn't leave it as untouched because it is in a lot of ways the foundation or it's one of the pillars of any relationship. Is what you believe. And it's hard to talk about, but I do think we should
talk about it. I'm so perplexed. Yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
All right. Any parting words?
No. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Happy holidays.
Next year in 2026.
Bye. Love you.